All right. Shalom, shalom. Now, before I continue on with this lesson, I would like to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Call Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Chakwadash. Give a double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace, love, and salutations towards you hopeful elect that's been sincerely pushing the truth. It's like you give me 1 second. I'm the brother Zakaria, coming at you from the GMS Camp Atlanta Church. And as you can see, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, that the whole world entering call God in Jesus Christ, I'm back at it with another lesson. Now, today's lesson is actually going to be centered around, the times that we're living in, okay? And the times that we're living in are very, very important and very, very prophetic, if I can say. Okay, we're living in high times, all right? We're living in times to where a lot of things in the spirit is going to start to flourish, all right, concerning the times. Once again, there's going to be more and more wars of the people, more and more earthquakes in diverse places, more and more major events that's going to take place within our lifetime, all right? And it's all going to lead up to the coming of the only begotten Son, Yahweh Shah, okay? So before I even continue on what I'm going to say, I just want to pull out this one word right here. Now, this is the online Etamon app, and I just looked up the word moon, okay? And it says heavenly body which revolves about the earth monthly, all right? So the moon itself has its own cycle on revolving around the earth monthly, each month, okay? Which brings in what? The new moon, the full moon, things like that. I'm gonna continue on reading it. It says, I'm gonna bring out keywords right here. It says moon, month. And if you guys don't see, I'm actually right here, if I can highlight it, right here, okay? So it says moon, month. Then it says month, moon. So each month brings forth what? A new moon. That lets you know the new moon brings in what? The new month. A new month, excuse me. Vice versa, okay? So the reason why I'm bringing out this word moon, again, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, that the whole world in called God in Jesus Christ, all right? He gave us the moon to show us what? Different signs and the times that we're living in. And last night, there was an actual lunar eclipse, okay? Now, I remember I was out last night, going to the store or whatnot. And I remember I glanced at the moon, and it was fairly big, and also it was red, all right? Like a blood moon, so to speak, okay? And then I wake up this morning, and apparently there was a lunar eclipse last night, all right? And also, another major thing that has happened was that bridge over there in Baltimore. It collapsed. It was a major bridge that was connected to a port, a major port in that city. All right, the Baltimore Key Bridge, it collapsed. All right, it was they say it was a cruise ship or whatnot that had hit. Maybe it wasn't a cruise ship, I don't know, but it was a ship that hit the bridge and it collapsed. Okay, and this lunar eclipse happened right around the time, I believe Bishop Atazawan put in the chat already. He's also elder brother, for those who don't know, okay, the camp head over GMS Atlanta Church, okay? And I believe he put in the chat earlier that, there was another eclipse happened back in 2017, okay, which goes back to 6 years, 6 months, and 6 days. Six. All right, which reminds me of what? Casa Stigma, all right, that main prophecy in Revelation, the 13th chapter. All right, so all these things is gonna come. All right, that was a sign. All right, now we're gonna get this in the scriptures right quick. I do have it open right here, Sirach 43. Let me get that right quick. Or the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 43. And we're gonna go down to verse 6. I'm gonna read this right quick. This is the book of Sirach 43 and 6. He made the moon also to serve in her season, for a declaration of times. So again, to declare a certain time that we're entering or over, vice versa. It's a major time. Let's get this word declaration right quick. I'm a bad speller. Oh, it's right here. Cool. This word declaration. An explanation, a statement. All right, so when we see certain things concerning, signs in the heaven, all right, which is a part of the will of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, is to make a statement. All right, is to explain something. All right, and what we have through that understanding is that we're in high times. Okay, we're in prophetic times. Okay, we're in the times to where Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, the only begotten Son, Yahushua, is going to soon to return. There's going to be more earthquakes in diverse places, more rumors of wars. There's actually going to be World War III that's going to take place within our lifetime. All right, they're still going to push that MOTB. Remember that Chi stigma, which is that 666. Okay, so we're living in these high times. All right, they had this guy. Oh, speaking of that, the MOTB, that small device that he's going to try to force or encourage the whole world to take in order to maintain under his rulership. Okay, speaking on that, Neuralink, which is a company that was created by Elon Musk. Okay, they actually implanted an individual. He was disabled from the neck down. Okay, so they gave this guy the device. I'm gonna say it like that, speaking in code terms. And I was watching a video. This guy was playing Mario Kart with his mind. Okay, this man was literally drifting and hitting coins and hitting tricks with his mind, actually playing Mario Kart. And the other individual had the controller playing it with him. Okay, so of course, through his craftiness on the left-hand side, Esau Edom, all right, he's going to continue to make it look like a cool thing. And if you look through the comments, there's people who actually with it. Okay, there's people out here who actually want it. And this is all prophetic, man. Okay, so through that lunar eclipse that happened last night, it lets all of us know who was under the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. It lets all of us know that we're in high times. That was a declaration. Okay, that was a statement. All right, Esau Edom, he's going to start making, crafty moves. He's the devil. And if you don't know who Esau Edom is, all right, Esau Edom, you can find him in Genesis, starting around the 25th chapter. Okay, and he's known today as the Edomites. All right, or they so-called call themselves Caucasian race or the so-called white man. All right, if your lineage goes back to Esau Edom, you're an Edomite and you're going to be in captivity. But that's another story. We're talking about what's going on now. All right, so going back to this word declaration, an explanation, a statement, action of stating clearly. Excuse me. Okay, so it was clear as day that something's going to happen. And lo and behold, it's happening. Okay, lo and behold, is more and more articles today, all right, that's coming out on this MOTB, this device that people is going to be getting soon, all right? And lo and behold, World War III talks is still around, and also it's increasing, okay? Lo and behold, that this bridge in Baltimore collapsed, all right? So going back to the scripture, Ecclesiastes 43 and verse 6, he made the moon also to serve in her season for a declaration of times and a sign of the world. So it's a sign, okay? I know I'm bringing out a lot of words. Let's look at this word sign. It says gesture or motion of the hand, especially one meant to express thought. Ooh, so the Lord's letting us know, okay, something's going to happen. It says, or convey an idea, all right? It says sign, it says mark. See that? Identifying mark, token. Indication, if I'm pronouncing that right, symbol, proof. It's a military standard. We already know our power is what? He's a power of war. Okay, you can get that in I believe Exodus, the 15th chapter. Okay. It says, ensign, a signal, an omen, sign in the heavens, constellation. So we understand that. Again, we're living in important prophetic times. So going back, it says, verse 7, from the moon is the sign of feast. All right, which, of course, last week, not even last week, excuse me, a couple of days ago was the beginning of the Passover. And so, like, if y'all hear a lot of rain, man, it just start throwing down. Hey, that's the spirit. The rain just started heavily pouring down as soon as I said, the Passover. So, Lord willing, y'all can still hear me. It's kind of loud. But going back to verse 7, from the moon is the sign of feast, a light that decreases in her perfection. In other words, if you look at the moon at times, you can see the moon actually what they call waxing and waning. All right, the light on one side increases, and then on to the other side it decreases. All right, and once it decreases all the way, it's considered a new moon, which is what? A new month. All right, verse 8, the month is called after her name, increasing wonderfully, and her changing, being an instrument of the armies above. Because back in the day, at times when you declare war or go out to war on the battlefield, you can also use the moon at times to kind of, strategize how you want to do things. Like for an example, on the full moon, the water actually rises. Okay, the waves actually gets stronger and it rises. If that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? So being an instrument of the armies above, okay, shining in the firmament of heaven. All right, the beauty of heaven, the glory of the stars, an ornament giving light in the highest places of the Lord. All right, so I'm gonna drop that right there. We're gonna get Acts 2 and 20. Start around verse 20. Let me see. Acts 2 and verse 20. And it reads, the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood, which I pretty much saw last night. And then, of course, it was a lunar eclipse last night. Okay, you have a solar eclipse, you have a lunar eclipse. Okay, before that great and notable day of the Lord come. So again, all these signs is to let us know what times that we're living in. It's a declaration of times. All right, and only the hopeful elect is going to understand it, because these 2/3 out here, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, excuse me, you guys don't want to learn these things. You guys don't want to learn what times that we're living in. All right, all you guys know about is the things of the world. I'm just keep it, plain and simple, just like that. All right, look around you, money, woman, clothes, all this stuff, man. All right, that's what you're more concerned about. But here it is. We just had a lunar eclipse last night, and it's letting us know that, hey, man, the Lord is almost here, so we can go back home, Lord willing. We'll be a part of that number to be delivered. Okay, but it's going to be a notable day of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, man. Verse 21, and it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved. Okay, and we already know, for those who believe in the Lord will also understand and believe in him to the point where we're going to actually call upon him. Okay, again, these people out here are not calling on the name of the Lord, man. They're praying to their Glocks, all right, their guns. They think they are God. Things as such, just carnality. So that was it right there. And I'm gonna bring out another precept. We're gonna go to 2nd Esdras 9. Second Esdras 9, to start from the top. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. So what's one of the key factors on how can we measure the times? One of them is the moon. Again, when we see the moon turning, bloodshot red, okay, or going through a lunar eclipse, all types of stuff, a solar eclipse, we understand that, hey, we're in high times. That's a sign of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. He ordained that. It says, And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made, okay? And part of these visitations of the world which he made is what? These plagues, okay? These pestilences, okay? These wars and uproars of the people, rumors of wars, okay? Just crazy stuff, especially over here in Babylon the Great, aka America, all right, which means bitter, okay? And Babylon the Great also means what? Confusion, babal. So the Lord's gonna visit this land of confusion, all right? This great land of confusion, Babylon the Great. He's gonna visit this place, man, and this place is gonna be burnt up by Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua and the heavenly armies, okay? Which you people illiterally call UFOs, man. Those are the vehicles of which are the chariots that the angels of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua operates, man. Okay. Verse 3, therefore, when there shall be seen, earthquakes and uproars of the people and the world. Verse 4, then shalt thou well understand, and that's the times that we're living in, okay? We well understand that something in the spirit is going to happen. We will understand that something's going to happen within the society. It's going to be a world shaking event, okay? Something's going to happen upon this whole world, man. I'm going to just put it just like that. Continuing on to verse 4, that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning, okay? So, hey, we're living in high times, okay? I want to get one more. Let me see something real quick. Bear with me. Ecclesiastes 3. I'm going to get right to the point. This Ecclesiastes. Matter of fact, I'm going to read verse 1. And then I'm going to jump down to verse 8. So this is Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. And we just read in 2 Ezra 9 that we well understand these things. So we understand that, the times that we're living in. That's why we're continuing to glorify Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua and doing the things that's necessary to the best of our ability to be delivered. Because we understand, man. Now going to verse 8. A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace. After the war is peace, baby. You know what I'm saying? This war has to come, man, so that we can enter into peace, man, okay? Forever and ever. A righteous, eternal glory. Those new bodies, etc., man. This place got to go down. Esau Edom has to go down out of rulership, man. He has to come with the MOTB. He has to do the things he has to do so that the Lord can come back and deliver us, man, so that we can get the kingdom of heaven. All these things must be done, man, okay? And there was a precept I quoted back in Exodus. I believe it was 15 in verse 3. This last one. Exodus 15:3. The Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua is a man of war. The Lord Yahweh is his name. Okay? So again, we're coming into a time of war, man. That was a major sign on what happened I'm about to say last year. That's off. Last night, excuse me. Okay? And there's going to be plenty more signs to come. All right? So that's pretty much all that's pretty much that I had. All right, so like you over here slurring words. Okay? But Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Until the next lesson, shalom.